Hello! Happy February, everybody.
You made it. You may not
made
feel
it.
like you made it. You may feel bedraggled.
Oh my word! I feel like it's all a haze. It's crazy, and we have snow in Seattle slightly.
Yes.
So we're kind of on the edge as far as like, are we getting out?
Yes.
Is that gonna work? Is everything iced up? Is our roads gonna close? What's happening?
Did you buy a lot? I bought a lot of food to prep.
Did you?
I did.
Just in case?
I got that feeling of like, when it's snowed in and you don't want to walk 3 blocks to the grocery store.
Just to get some basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes.
Good to always have that.
Yeah.
And your house is warm.
My house is very, very
warm. You've got extra blankets ready to go.
The dog has extra blankets. Everybody's all warm and cozy.
So it's a good place.
Yes. I feel very lucky. I have a very lovely home.
And February's busy, so.
Yeah, do you do Valentine's Day stuff?
No, I'm actually heading off. I'm doing a Valentine's Day bingo in Lake Forest Park shoreline and so forth. And I'm coming back from Utah. So yeah, but there's nothing. I mean, they're fun bingo shows. It's my regular stuff, so. Yeah. It'll be fun. But you can always check on my other website, stayformore.com, for all those details, and just follow me for all the updates for that.
Well, should I do the little wood snake
Yes.
introduction?
Tell us about the Year of the Snake.
So I got this really cool deck by Vicky. I'm gonna just slay it. It's Sonder. And it's illustrated by Candace Swoon. And it's every Chinese zodiac with every element. So we just entered a wood snake year. And what's super odd is I kept finding these snake candles. So I'm prepped. So she wrote a great book. And it talks about how the snake is super complicated, and it's a time to gather your strength while you lay in wait for the right opportunity to come at the right time, and then you strike. So it's okay to conserve your energy right now. You don't have to be doing everything all the time. You'll know when it's the moment to strike. So.
And I find myself overcommitting to stuff because I feel like, oh, it's kind of a lull right now, so I should be booking and making sure that everything's there. But then I realize, oh, you know what? As I look through my calendar, I don't have that many spaces open. So just let it go, write it out, and enjoy the vacations when they come up. So yeah, don't overdo it. Anyway, we have our first victim tonight, who is a performer friend of mine, Old Witch.
I love an old witch.
Yes, and she is amazing and helps produce several shows throughout the Pacific Northwest. And so we're going to call her and read her cards tonight, and then kind of talk of the projects that she's doing and so forth. So
fantastic.
All right,
call? Cue Old Witch.
Let's cue Old Witch.
Powers that be.
I think I saw them at Lifelong AIDS Alliance thrift store.
You might have. This will be fun. And we're doing our new technology, and eventually we were going to get into a podcast situation so that we will be able to have everything on a podcast, and you'll be able to access it through iTunes or any smart speaker kind of situation, and hear us, and then you can go onto the YouTube and watch us do our thing.
Yeah, we're going to take over all media forms, basically.
That's our goal for
That's
that.
our goal.
Lovely. And we'll have to figure out how Blue Sky can play in that, because everybody's moving there now.
That's right.
But they don't, you have to put links. They don't have...
So maybe that's where the YouTube link.
Yeah, that's where the YouTube link goes.
So.
Yes, I tried it out already. I put my YouTube link.
Did it work?
So the first time I checked the YouTube, we had 45 views. So
really?
I haven't checked since I looked the first time.
Okay.
I try not to be a compulsive checker.
Oh. Well, you're much better than I am because I have that YouTube channel for probably about 15 years and I've only checked it like once.
You're not
I'm horrible at it.
That's
And I've just been
hysterical.
putting like videos of other stuff up there. So feel free to go look at my player piano videos. And back in the day when I had the Palace player piano and took pictures of all those rolls being done. Old memories. And then a couple of other things, projects that I'm trying to do on YouTube. So, but this will be one of the things that'll bring people to it.
Yeah, and you know, on this other podcast I'm on, people tell me that they just put it on at night and like just listen.
Mhm.
So you can just listen to tarot readings.
Oh, I like that.
When they're all up, you can just listen to two old queers,
Just tarot
chatty,
reading.
chatty,
It's
chatty.
positive.
Just telling you like it is.
Telling like, oh, and that one that we did the reading of that somebody who was almost at the end, they have not. They're still going.
They have
They're
not
still
passed.
going, and they're actually had a turn for the better,
That was
which was wonderful.
a very
Because
intense reading.
the reading we were giving was
Was
almost like,
awful.
oh, very close.
Yeah. Well, you never know with the end.
Yeah.
It's gonna
All of a
be-
sudden, things will change around.
Yeah.
So,
All
including
right,
love and
I'm
relationships.
so
yes,
excited.
we're so ready.
Okay,
I
let's
can't
try
wait to see
this.
this pretty boy.
He's got cute hair. You guys can't see him. Only we can see him. It's part of the intro.
Although this,
Can you prop him up a little bit?
it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see what he looks
Yeah, I do.
Hey!
Hi!
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
I'm excellent.
Are you
both?
in the
Hello,
office?
Nicholas.
Are you in the high
I guess
office?
I actually don't know what name you go by on this podcast.
Whatever name you want us to call you.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Flirty.
Are you in the office with a view?
Oh.
Oh, you got
Dog.
champagne there.
Yeah, Champagne the dog. No, I'm just hanging out here in the living room. I was folding some laundry
I
and
see. He's not folding the laundry. He's just
awaiting
sitting
this
there
call. Well, not now. I'm
No.
just relaxing on the couch.
waiting. Nice, as you do, because you just got back from a horrid trip to England, where you were just suffering and traveling and seeing the world. It must have been absolutely terrible.
Yeah, no, I did get to travel for work, but it is fun. Although the trips are always quite short, so
Oh,
you know, and it eats a whole day to get to the UK.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's like, and jet lag and all that. Because I basically arrived on Sunday, worked 3 days, and came back on Thursday, which is kind of crazy. So
jeez.
yeah.
So, England is one of the tarot capitals of the world.
Really?
Yes, I
Oh,
should have
yeah.
given you some tasks when you had no time. You should have been doing tarot
Yeah.
tasks for me.
If you give me specific stores and
Yes.
items, I can procure things.
Okay,
on my
next time. Because
trip.
decks are about £1 a piece, and shipping them is very expensive.
Really?
And I don't know, maybe there's about to be tarot tariffs that we don't even
Oh,
know.
Oh,
right. You'll have to
good
smuggle
God.
them in your bag.
Oh my word.
Oh no, we're not. I'm not gonna say I smuggle anything, especially on a recorded thing.
No,
There was
don't do
no
that.
smuggling.
My
You've been
record of my history, I
pre-warned
do
by
not
your
smuggle
husband.
things.
Do not, yeah, because it's going to be going on a podcast, which could last forever.
Right.
Rebecca.
All my avocados are
I'm
from California.
way more interested in following the rules than keeping my preaching.
Oh, good God, yes.
And the stuff.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anywho,
Yeah.
so much for current events. What's your question?
Yes, my question. Yes. So, I am a weird crossroads of my career overall, in a
Okay.
very broad sense. And I have, like years and years and years of experience in my industry. And I just got reviewed for promotion
Ooh.
like last Friday. So
Mhm.
Oh.
I'm waiting to find out the results, and I think it will be fine. So I'm like, it's excited. Things are looking up for me, right?
yeah.
But I've been on the team that I've been on for 8 years.
Hmm.
And I am by far the most tenured person in my entire team of like 50 people, like 65 people or something.
Yeah.
And, with that comes, the burden of knowledge, you call it, where you're sort of, you're the go-to person for all kinds of stuff, and that ends up sucking up more and more of your time the more you lend that time. And I'm a person who's happy to lend time and expertise where I can to help people. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's not a bad situation because I know what I'm doing. I know how to be successful in my team and all that. And so that part I have. But with this promotion, now all of a sudden from like a performance perspective and how I get measured for, you know, am I doing a good job as an employee? Is now I would be compared to this higher level of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of to this point now where I feel like, you know, as with, you know, some workplaces, when you get a promotion, it means like you change what you're doing. But where I work, when you get a promotion, it's recognition that you are already doing the job that's at that higher level. So so for them to give me this promotion, for them to even review me for this promotion, is kind of a vote of like big confidence, I would say. It's great.
Okay.
So anyways, all that is to say that the crossroads is that my previous workplace, I was there for 8 years also.
Oh.
And I had said at that 8 years, I was like, I have basically gotten as much growth as I think I can get out of this environment. Time for me to essentially cash out the skills, which is like, I now have this skill set that the workplace I'm in makes me do every day. But some other workplace might say, those are the skills that we don't have that we were trying to develop or bring to us. And so, you know, I could continue on being the expert or whatever, and might get this promotion. I might be, you know, I'll be expected to deliver even more in the future, which is fine. You know, that's what progress is.
Yeah.
Career-wise for me. But I'm trying to decide whether or not, like, do I stay? Do I go? If I stay for a little while, like, you know, to kind of solidify the promotion piece, I'd at least be here for a bit longer, but do I stay or do I go? And if I go, do I leave? Do I try and find, I work at a very large company, so there's internal opportunity, which could be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have some skill sets that are transferable within the company I'm in, but if I leave and do something totally different, which is an exciting prospect, it could also, me leaving the company could also come with a pretty big potential payday, the way that my industry, a very niche kind of research I do, kind of industry I'm in. So so that's the context, sorry, a bit long-winded, but to boil it down into maybe something more straightforward, I would say, is this the right time for me to leave my company? Might be the more straightforward question that I'm more interested to explore right now. My brain, because of the timing of my promotion or anything, my brain has been obsessed with this question for a little while. And I feel like I played out a lot of scenarios and I'm just getting a bit fatigued by it. But I know I will actually have a point of decision-making coming. Yeah. I will say if I do not get this promotion, I'm going to be a little upset about that. And I think that will be... I just know in my heart I won't be able to continue giving it the effort that I've been giving it to get this far if this doesn't happen for me. So
okay, let's see what the universe says. I'm gonna start cutting.
I need input.
And so just let me know when you want me to stop, and we'll start at the top there.
Right there seems good. I like what I'm seeing. I like this video experience that we're having too. Right
this is
You're the
growth
first
for
one.
us.
I like it.
This is great.
It's a whole new day.
Thank God for your techie husband that totally comes up with these options.
It saves her.
Because I would have no idea. I mean, I do FaceTime all the time, but I would not have any idea how to coordinate all of this together.
Well, and I love that just we have you for FaceTime.
Yes.
Not...
No one else can see you, just us.
Yeah.
They're secret.
Maybe eventually, once we get the big studio space and we get funding from Tarot Cards International, that we would get a big studio space and, you know.
It would be fancy.
Calling on WoW.
Sure, you're one.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Camera 2, 3,
Exactly.
4. All right. So these are the circle cards that D.R. Taylor has created, and he did all the art for it and everything, and it's kind of a circle. So you've got positive starting, and then the challenges are the last cards. So your first positive is fertility. I think that's talking about your current talent and abilities. And then you have reflection in the second level, or the second position. And then you have celebration on the third card.
Very positive.
Very positive. And then you've got consequence on the fourth, but that's still on the positive side. On your challenges, you've got sanctuary, healing, journey, and then you end with knowledge. This is a very positive.
Oh, wow. Just the order and all the themes you said.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a story in and of itself.
So
right
let's
there.
go through each one and what it says in that position.
Yes, please.
Fertility first. Fertility in the focus position, creating possibilities. You have great creative potential. Unlock your hidden abilities. You can create a wonderful life for yourself and others. Looking to your husband in the back here. There you go. And then reflection in the second position.
So, I mean, for me, that card says, like, what's going to make you feel like you're building something?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Reflection and desire. Seeking meaning. You want a deeper understanding of the meaning of your life. You want to know that your contribution is valuable. Be assured that it is.
Well, it seems like good tidings for possible promotion.
There you
thumbs up
go.
when it happens. Yeah.
Celebration.
That's interesting.
And
Sorry, the one you just said before here also reminded me because the team I'm on now, I joined as like the first employee that they ever had, so I could build it up to this thing that it's become now. But now it's this like kind of complex behemoth with like other managers involved, and it's not really like a thing that I control as I did in the start. But now I have this knowledge of like how to build these teams and how to like not just do my job, but build a whole team of people that are working together in a harmony to do coordinated research and stuff. So that, I don't know, that just really,
It's speaking to
like,
you.
it's a different thing now that I intentionally joined to grow it into.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really the job now that I had wanted when I started. It's grown naturally to something else. So I'm just thinking about that.
Okay. And then we have celebration in the third position. Outside influences. Accepting acknowledgement. Your good works have not gone unnoticed. You may soon be honored. Accept that acknowledgement with grace and give recognition to those who have contributed to your success.
Ooh, yeah. I should preemptively draft up a celebratory LinkedIn post.
There you go.
And
An
think
acceptance
like an Oscar
speech.
speech.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I should record a video.
You should. In a tux,
like to
in one of your
thank
tuxes, in your sparkle
My
tux.
mentors. Oh my
I'd
god.
like to thank my mentors. Then you have consequence in the fourth position. Inner dialogue, balancing the scales. You feel you have paid the price and now expect what is due you. Be patient and allow the universe to work on your behalf.
Yeah, when you're ruminating, just take a beat, and you've thought about this enough. And then
I know. Like, because you get all your materials together to, like, for the promotion process or whatever, and then your boss takes over and you don't get any more updates. So you're just sitting there being like,
Did they like it?
I know you haven't talked about it in a while, but is there anything coming up? And then you learn, little bits and pieces of schedules along the way, and it's just hard to not obsess about these things.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, good reminder. Good reminder.
And now you are at sanctuary in your challenges position. Feeling separate. Lately, you may be feeling out of place or out of step. Conduct a self-inventory. It may be that it is time to move on and find more compatible surroundings or relationships. If this is not the case, identify the problem and restore harmony.
Ah, damn, that sounds like the thing I just said a minute ago, pretty much straith up. So, wow, yeah, that's, yeah.
Then
Wow.
you've got healing in the sixth position. CD. There we go. All right, in the insight position, making a choice. Your attitude plays a very big part in your physical and spiritual well-being. A new day is about to dawn. Make it sunny and bright.
So this healing and this celebration are really
Yes,
connected.
yes. And then you've got journey in your meditation position. Knowing your limits. You will not know your limits until you have tested your mettle. And it's M-E-T-T-L-E, not M-E-A-T. It's M like metal. Isn't that just like meddling?
Yes.
Yeah.
So know your limits. You will not know your limits until you have tested your mettle.
So don't meddle too much?
Don't meddle too much. Because then you've gone your way too far.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
like
that's
like a watch.
That's a hard
That's too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Interesting.
I mean, but that's the thing, like, 'cause as long as I've been there, I'm like the puppet master for some certain things around my workplace, and I always think about, like, oh, how can I make sure that that's gonna
Where
turn
it
out well
goes.
for old me?
Maybe you just need to step back and let the universe just let it happen.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens is what happens. You don't want it to meddle too far because then people will think, oh, he forced it.
I mean, because it's been out of my control for like more than a month now. So me ruminating on it isn't getting me it's not doing anything at all for me or anything else. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then we've got knowledge is in the resolution. Rewarding effort. Personal growth and acquisition of new skills requires effort on your part, but you will find there is a joy in learning that keeps your mind fresh and your heart alive.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's opening it up and it's saying if you don't get it, that's fine because you can still move on. You can still grow. You can take the knowledge that you've got and go from there. So just relax, take a deep breath, and let them come all over you. I mean, come all over you with your accolades and all the other stuff. I mean, not literally. You know what I'm talking about. It could be both, all of the above.
It could be a big celebration.
I
An
mean, if I get the
explosive
promo, I'm gonna
celebration.
want to have some kind of party.
There you go. Watch out.
Party, party, party. All right, so my deck is way more old school, based on.
I may have seen your show before.
Oh yes, so this is for the others, our new viewers.
This is for the
I
new
see.
viewers. Yeah.
So based on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, produced in 1911 in England, commissioned by the Order of the Golden Dawn.
Who is that?
That was a
Fraternal group? Or?
cult society.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
If you want to know more.
Oh, I like it. Order of the Eternal Dawn. Because I'm
Golden.
Golden Dawn.
Order of the Golden Dawn.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So tell me when to stop cutting the cards.
Stop, please. Thank you.
Ooh, very positive. We get the Sun card, which is, in the traditional deck, it's a baby on a horse. Oh my goodness. Goddesses are falling
Goddess
over.
is falling over.
So this is a time to kind of, what would be your sun at this point? What would be that thing that you could grab that could bring you joy?
I don't know right now. In the context of this question, I honestly am not sure.
So then what's the flip? What's something that doesn't bring you joy?
Laundry.
No, I don't mind the laundry. It's good. It's relaxing. No, I mean, I don't know. And again, going back to the question I had asked, I think the thing that's not really bringing me joy now is how the more senior I get, the more politics there's involved in how I need to operate and get things done. And then just as my team has grown from the 4 people when I joined to like the 65 that I said, everything is there's a lot of theater and posturing and office politics and just with anything that gets that complex. But that's the part that part doesn't help me like build a more interesting thing for the customers that I'm trying to do. It doesn't help my research be better necessarily. It's just going around and trying to convince people to do stuff. And that part is a necessary part, but it's not the part that I enjoy. It's the part I enjoy the least. It's the part that is not going, I mean, you can get better at that, but it's not something you're going to be like, wow, I was really good at office politics. You know, put that on a resume. I want to write that on my tombstone. I don't give a crap about that as much. It's just part of the biz. But yeah, that's the part that I think if I was working on something that was more like straightforward, like had a very clear, like more clear mission or a more clear objective about what we were all rallying around to do is great. But when you walk into a meeting, it's like, we're going to increase customers by 15%. I'm like, that doesn't excite me to get up in the morning at all. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So it's an interesting time to start to think about what would give you that kind of happy feeling from within.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, we're getting all major arcana. Then we get the strength card, which is often known for a woman hugging a lion, but previous to the lion, it was just a column. You could just hug a column for strength. So if you were going to really love yourself first in this process, does anything come to mind of what you might want?
I think something where I can exercise more mentorship again. I think developing the people around me is like super exciting, and I really liked doing that. And now I'm just doing more like writing documents and stuff. Like it's less about developing and growing the people around me, so we're all developing and growing together, I guess. And that's a piece that I miss a little bit. That was very fulfilling.
Yeah, so none of us should miss the self-love these days. Don't miss taking care of yourself, everyone. Okay, this is fascinating. You got all major arcana cards. The final one is Temperance, which is actually the card most associated with transgender identity. This idea that things are very fluid. It's usually an angel pouring water into water. So this has a very kind of fluid, magical, otherworldly place to it. What brings you that sense of alchemy or magic?
I think at the end of the day, like, I enjoyed building things that people get to use. I mean, professionally, the type of research I do is with customers in service of building a product or building some kind of service or whatever. And so I've worked on lots of things that are used every day by millions of people around the whole world. And it's super satisfying to know that even though it's really complex to figure out how to do that, that I know what value I can bring to anyone trying to do that. But it is part of a team effort, and I really enjoy that and finding my place and my benefit in that. And to me, that is always a very fluid situation to be in, where the thing that I'm doing that's helping everybody today might not be the thing that is going to help everybody the best tomorrow, but both today and tomorrow might be things that are well within my skill set to help people to do. So figuring out and trying to be aware of that all the time, I think, is an exciting part and a part that's benefited me greatly. Going back to like, what am I enjoying and what do I think I'm really doing right now that's helping? There are some things that I know how to do, but anybody else could be learning how to do, but no one's like volunteered to take on these tasks that I've just been doing forever. So, if I can shed some of that and get myself back to these like more adaptive, fluid situations, which is where I really excel, I think that might be, maybe it's transforming the job I have right now significantly. I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that, but
yeah, that's actually the fascinating thing of the Temperance card, is that she's pouring water into water. She's just taking what she already has and putting it into a new container. So when I painted this card, kind of my angel is Joni Mitchell, and I would say, if you're finding yourself stuck in a loop, Like, listen to music that puts you in a magical place. Get out of your head.
That's
Like,
such a good idea. I totally use music in my life like that. I'm a very mood-based music person, so yeah, that's a good one.
yeah. So, this rarely happens. You got all major arcana cards, which I think speaks to the gravity of this situation. But they're all really about, I mean, it goes happiness, self-love, magic. Like, seems like a good
Yeah.
recipe.
That's good.
Yeah.
A very good reading.
Yeah, definitely. I've had, like, going to a party and there's someone with tarot cards reading before, but I've never had an actual reading before like this and anything like this. So this has been very, I feel really good right now, actually, based on all that, like extremely good. Not in a like, oh, I'm totally going to get this promotion, but in a like, I feel good. I mean, whatever the cards lie is fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I feel good about whatever will lay forward for me and that I will be able to figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, that's why people have turned to tarot for 500 years at this point. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, but you know you've got the skills to kind of roll with it.
Yeah. I know the kind of person that I am is that I think about, like, my brain might know what the right thing to do is, but it's not until my heart, like, aligns with what my brain is thinking that I actually act to do something, which also means on the flip side that if my heart, like, isn't totally convinced, I could procrastinate forever about something. But this is one of those moments where I know that I need to wait for this situation just to play out. I just am getting really impatient about it is probably really what it is. And if I just chill it out, then that will serve me the best. It's just to back down a little bit about the intensity of it, because there's really all the information that I'm going to get out of the situation I either already have or need to wait a little bit longer to get.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can really do right now to better prepare myself for whatever the next thing is, especially in such a short time frame of maybe a few weeks or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. By February, March, you'll know.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
And you could be on the top of the world, or you could be looking for another option. Either way.
Or both.
Or both.
Right? Yeah.
Or both.
You get to decide.
Well, thank you for letting us call and being our second
victim. Thank you very much. Is it, I know at the beginning of all your episodes you talk about what the season is. What's the season right now?
So we're in Aquarius season, but I did a wood snake, because we just transitioned to the Chinese New Year of the wood snake. So I talked about that.
And show the new cards that you got there.
But Aquariuses are big energy.
Cool.
Everyone that you can think of that like fills a room when they walk in, that's Aquarius energy. So if you're having big thoughts, big dreams, gonna make that happen. This is my next thing. Like, that's Aquarius energy.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. I raised one, so I've survived Aquarius energy. All right.
Fine.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and your reading.
And thank you for letting us borrow your husband.
Yes. We couldn't really do this, whatever this is.
That's right. Without him.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
Oh. Bye, Rebecca.
Bye. So I just want to pull a card for the world right now.
Yeah.
Final remarks,
Yeah. Any final remarks? Eight of Spirals. I think I said this already, that this is my Nancy Pelosi card. So being an apprentice, being a learner, I can't say this enough, but my overwhelming sense every morning is walk into this day open-hearted. Even though there's no reason to do that, it's all the more reason to do it. There's no, the more closed off we get to our neighbors, to our community, the worse things are going to get. The more open you can be and take that extra step to help someone step in when you see a need, that's what's going to get us through this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.
To us once this month. It's been lovely, and we will see you next month. Check us out on, for me, it's stayformore.com, and you can follow me on the Face Place, the TikTokies, for a while.
For a while.
And then Instagrams, Stay for More, Sylvia O'Stay on all handles, and then Sylvia O'Stay on Blue Sky also now.
Yeah, and I am Artext on the Instagram, the Blue Sky, and the Etsy. I'm mailing out 30 decks. I just got a shipment of 100 and a 30 are going back out. So if you like this deck, you can procure it. And coming up, I've got a hot menopause and mental health training that'll be happening at Cascadia Trainings. I think it's like March 7th, whatever that first Friday is. Or maybe 2nd. I don't know. Come see me. Learn about menopause. It's really, we cover everything.
Very cool. And we hope to see you all out. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, everybody take care. Be safe. Don't get stuck on the pass.
Drive safe.
Know how to use
don't
your
get stuck on
chains.
this. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. We love you. Be good to yourself and your friends.